for Makwaba about a POG Media. So I said to Préz and to say a highway so and I just say updates in episode about so what to say. Then so you have to break. You have to penny say the budget for and I said push for more POG ever at the area highway so no matter and same move ye. Now some ever bought at the area and some about highway so message also subscribe to POG Media or your subscription or hit the notification bell no. Now was share it. A daily update I go a platform so now first ones to me account. Now in some bay na to say about to die in some about to die in some the LGBTQ a bill to say a dawa to say I say you run another down kwa every sign this is one sign. Now in some about to die come here say you run another down kwa say or JBB na to say and as I say, ordinance a check card there be as a chess was signing a bill ya to say and who also a beco at the ATI John Mahama. Now, person yes, and ye, and as I you person ye before I say your best way you are John Mahama in as the president a 7th January. I was there's a magic brain yet is and see me
against calls for President Akuffo to assent to the LGBTQ plus bill. Speaking in a yet to be aired interview where my colleague Lily Mohammed, the former Elembele legislator, asserts that it will be suicidal to the quest to grow Ghana's growing as international partners and are likely to shut the countries out on donor aid.
I don't agree to that. They should assent to it. Now, to me, my position on the LGBTQ has been that it was unnecessary. It has not been a big problem with this country. We have strong cultures, subcultures. We have individuals who may step out of line over some strong beliefs here and there, but the laws of this country adequately cater for it. So this LGBTQ has been championed by some people who had previously themselves dismissed it, and now they have now championing it, and it's come to this far. It's to me, it makes no difference if they who are involved in it, who champion it, now many of them are in power, many of them have come to parliament. Let them push it, and it doesn't take. It will take a few weeks, and then it will be brought back again, and then let the new president assent to it. If I were another Daka, I wouldn't do that, because our development partners and co have indicated clearly that they think it's an abuse of the human rights code, and for that reason, if you go ahead to assent to it, they may apply certain sanctions and withdraw or withhold some assistance that they have to give it. I take it very seriously. If those assistants don't come, if IMF don't give us the help that we need because they think it's an effrontery to human rights and so forth, we stand to lose. We stand to have created for ourselves and our economy serious problems. But those who are convinced about it, if they are convinced about it, and mainly part of the opposition, they should wait. The time is now. It's come. Let them support it. Let them bring it again and assent to it and let it be law. I have my own way and wouldn't assent to it. Not because I'm running away from reality, but I am opposed to the LGBTQ.
All right, so that interview yet to be aired with Lily Mohammed there. Well, we'll be bringing it to you, so just keep your fingers crossed. As and when it's ready, we'll be sharing all the details with you. In other stories tonight, President-elect John Dramani Mahama has reviewed plans to transfer the management of the University of Ghana Medical Center, that's UGMC, back to the University of Ghana during a meeting with the facilities management. The decision comes as part of a broader vision to improve healthcare services and strengthen the integration of academic and clinical training.
There's the issue of the University of Ghana Medical Center. It was Professor Nelson's vision, and it was built with the intent that the University of Ghana will set up the management subsidiary to run that hospital. Unfortunately, we left office and a new government came, and currently is being run by the Ghana Health Service. The Ghana Health Service already has so many hospitals under its wing, it cannot manage properly. And I think that is not the way to go. This was a very big investment. We're going to have the situation where it will run soon, the equipment will break down, and they'll say there's no money to repair the equipment and all that. So I am anxious to come back to the original vision where the University of Ghana would manage that hospital, set up a special purpose vehicle to manage that hospital properly and make sure that it's kept at the stage that we have, the standard that we have set for it. So currently my understanding is that just 40% of the hospital is in operation. And how do we scale up to 100% so that we have people coming from outside neighboring countries to come and have, procedures here and seek medical treatment here. And that our people do not continue to go to South Africa and India and other places when we have the same expertise and equipment here to be able to give them the same quality of healthcare, if not better, than some of the places that they're going to.
As President-elect John Dramani Mahama has called for an all-hands-on-deck approach for the reset agenda. While speaking at the 31st December Watch Night service, the incoming president, while reflecting on the state of the nation, stated that the outcome of the election provides an opportunity to set the bar in becoming the role model of accountability.
A country can once again become the role model of democracy in Africa, the role model of economic management in Africa, the role model of accountability in Africa. I have a huge task ahead of me. No man has yet invented a machine that can see into the minds of human beings or into their hearts. And yet, you have to choose a team to work with you. I pray that God gives us the sense of discernment. The Fourth Republic has been the most enduring republic in the history of Ghana because it has lasted the longest, 32 long years. And we're going to go there again on 7th January. And yet, many of our young people believe that the country is not working for them. It's not opening opportunities for them. And so that day we all go to the Independence Square. While I might be at the center of attention, lifting that sword and sitting on that chair, it is all of us who are going to lift that sword and sit on that chair and pray that our country, Ghana, becomes great and strong.
Let's still stay with former President-elect John Dramani Mahama. Well, he's assured Ghanaians of his commitment to restoring integrity and efficiency in governance, delivering his New Year message for year 2025. The President-elect promised to tackle corruption, curb excessive government expenditure, and correct the wrongs of the outgoing Akuffo-led administration.
Fellow citizens, my brothers and sisters, as we begin the new year 2025, Lordina and I wish each of you a year filled with the promise of a productive and prosperous 2025. We thank God for guiding our paths through the past year. I trust Him to do something new in our lives. This year marks not merely the beginning of another chapter, but a renewed promise to you, a promise of hope, progress, and shared prosperity. In the coming months, we will embark on a purposeful, enthusiastic, and enterprising journey to reset the Ghanaian economy for growth and jobs. My administration is committed to implementing our 24-hour economy policy, expanding job opportunities, and transforming Ghana into an export-driven economy. Together, we'll create an environment that fosters entrepreneurship, innovation, and sustainable development, ensuring that our youth can achieve their dreams right here at home. My vision for our great nation includes a lean, efficient government responsive to your aspirations as a proud Ghanaian. We will work tirelessly to correct the outgoing administration's many wrongs, tackle corruption with dogged determination, and reduce excessive government expenditures. Each citizen's voice will be heard, and together we'll build a Ghana that reflects our collective hopes and dreams, the Ghana we all want and voted convincingly for. To the youth, you are our most valuable asset. Your energy, creativity, and passion are vital to our future success. I urge you to believe in yourselves and in the endless possibilities that lie ahead of you. Your participation will be crucial as we work together to cultivate a thriving economy and forge a brighter future for all. To business owners and entrepreneurs, I want you to know that my administration will support your efforts to create jobs and wealth. We are committed to removing barriers, simplifying processes, and providing the necessary resources to empower you to build and expand your businesses. Together, let us embrace positivity and hope. Let us stand united in the belief that we can
Therefore, so all like each media message open like here and so subscribe to POG so open subscribing what me so I share updating the amount of frost to me come here go yes you run another 3 or Buagan I said the bear say what me signing bill yeah just said international countries such as almost so Ajitisa ya to almost so ebema Ghana some people developmental upper hand yeah just on Ghana at Ghana so akone no nim say abro na odidi on my Ghana come here say yes ani African norms and as a tradition no enko abusia me say beto aso ni esi sai be that
set our economy, restore dignity and integrity, and renew our collective commitment to building the Ghana we want. A Ghana of opportunities, equity, and shared success. As we celebrate this new year, let us commit to working together hand in hand to achieve our goals and our dreams. I am upbeat about fulfilling my campaign promises, knowing we can and will make a difference working together. And so here's to a transformative and prosperous 2025 for all of us. May this year be filled with strength, resilience, and the unwavering belief that we can achieve great things for our beloved country, Ghana. My brothers and sisters, my fellow citizens, I wish you a happy new year.
All right, so President-elect John Dramani Mahama has been advised to seek God's guidance as he prepares to assume office in order to ensure a successful tenure. Or the presiding minister of the Pentecost International Worship Center, I'm talking about PIWC, Apostle Anthony Mensah, emphasized that his re-election was divinely inspired and ordained, urging him to rely on God's wisdom to lead Ghana towards transformation.
PIWC's presiding minister, Apostle Anthony Mensah, encouraged President-elect John Dramani Mahama to seek divine wisdom as he prepares to lead Ghana. The admonition came during the 2020
of God. And so we believe that it is God who has given us a new leader. And so he can only succeed when he waits upon God and when he seeks counsel from the fathers and the spiritual leaders of the Lord.
The worship center was alive with praise and fervent prayers as worshippers anticipated the dawn of a new year. Apostle Mensah also charged worshippers to embody Christ-like virtues and serve as shining examples in their communities.
I may be wounded, but I shall appear before God. I may be downtrodden, but I shall appear before God. The weeping will come, the tears will come in 2025, but I am going to make it a well. My business might be going down, but I will make it a well. My marriage may be suffering, but I shall make it a well.
The Watch Night service, themed Unleashed to Live a Life Worthy of Your Calling, inspired attendees to step into 2025 with renewed faith and
Dominic Azuma Azembe has bemoaned the level of neglect local assemblies have suffered in the past 8 years. Well, according to him, the assemblies have been denied adequate resources to initiate development projects in their respective communities. Well, Dominic Azembe, who is a local governance practitioner, is therefore urging the incoming John Dramani Mahama's administration to pay more attention to the local governance structures. He was advocating for an increase in the amount allocated to the assemblies by the District Assembly's Common Fund. He spoke to GH1 TV.
I thought that the surest way for development in this present present state is through the assemblies. It is for them to empower the assemblies financially. But here was it, they had gone to cap the assemblies common fund. And so the percentage that was supposed to go to every district was virtually nothing to write home about. And so that was the first thing that affected the flow of these assemblies in their performance. That was the first thing. Secondly, you realize that the appointed district chief executives, the internal mobilization of revenue was nothing to write home about again, because they didn't empower the assemblies to be able to tackle these issues very seriously. And thirdly, revenue generation, the Ministry of Finance attempted to rope into the assembly's revenue mobilization into the main Ministry of Finance. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. And so they had to push it back to the leaders' assembly. Property rates, fee fixing, and all those things. So I believe that with the new government, we are the initiators of the current local government administration. We will give it a second push. One, we have to let the assembly be well resourced. We would even want to propose to government to increase the percentage of the common fund above 10 to 20%. That will actually empower the assemblies, and development will take place practically on the ground. Our legislation, we have a lot of it for development. It is a political will now. We need to push it. So I hope that he will grant that and it will happen.
He must strengthen the remittances, even create a new unit at central bank, like Bangladesh. Bangladesh get 95% of remittances through banking system. We get just about 50%. So the 50%, the other 50% doesn't go into the banking system. Okay. I'm going to give you figures. Last 2023, World Bank told us 4.7 billion. We track only 2.8. 1.9 is gone. Previously, 4.2, we tracked 2.1. And those things are gone. But if we put a system very strong, right, we'll be able to track. And the currency, don't forget, once we're able to get this, track the remittances very well, it will help the management of the economy and also help the cedi to stabilize, to bring this inflation down. Number two, I think he must be advised to pay particular attention and get people who understand the microeconomic issues to help him to say that, Chief, we want to help you to ensure that this inflation and currency come down. That will be a biggest plus for him. And then the next one will be, how are we referencing the debt? I'm not talking about the external debt or the local debt. I'm talking about the 35 billion contractors debt and the energy. His Excellency must get a team as they used to have in 2010. You have a credible arrears repayment plan, so that by the time maybe 3-4 years you have a credit and not created a new one. If you do that, I don't think the mantle is high, but it's not insurmountable. I think with the brains and technical people, if they will allow them to help them, they'll be able to put the country, it doesn't matter 4 years. Even remittances alone will be bigger than the IMF loan. And if we're able to track it, we will not go and beg for 3 billion.
All right.
But that's it's all Jibre, now penny edema a POG Media. Say, I'm also a political news and as a political highway in Winston, my friend go astray. Now, so the Akuffo of my Ghana, I'm on the same book. Now, as I subscribe to POG, I'm going to subscription now. I say, not for so inside to me. I can't almost want to know the Akuffo of my sim. So on can be an aside cherry as well. Or the share the comment section on I be kind na yen so yama oho eye mo I be that see so jibre now J a penny e ma a POG. Ye be say